Welcome back. Let's talk about David Sophia Momodu, or Davido's ex, Davido's baby mother. They asked her a question. We're talking about, so today we're talking about dating a little bit, I guess. People in the dating phase. So they asked her a question, and I thought it was interesting. I thought I should make today a little bit lightheaded and bring it to the screen. This was actually posted on Instablog Nigeria. Businesswoman Sophia Momodu response leaves admirers confused. They asked her a simple question. It's not a simple question, it's a pregnant question, by the way. They asked her a simple question. Said some guy on Twitter, I guess this is Twitter, I'm not sure what this place is. They asked, do I need to be silly rich to get to know you? What do you think her answer was? Somebody is asking her, do I need to be silly rich in order to get to know you? Anybody want to guess what her answer was? We're talking about Sophia Momodu. Sophia Momodu, who has a lot of drama. I think she's also part of Housewives of Lagos, right? The Housewives franchise branch in Lagos, right? She's Gangan one Tiwa Savage. Tiwa Savage was also talking earlier today on Club Breakfast Club. She confirmed eventually that she wasn't talking about Wizkid, but even though everybody has run with it, that she was talking about Wizkid when she said she collected woto from some public, what do you call them? A popular person, Everybody assumed she was talking about Wizkid. Wizkid did not want to show off. From what I saw during that era with Tiwa Savage and Wizkid, we're talking about Tiwa Savage because she's friends with Sophia Momodu. From what I saw, Wizkid would have loved to back that and make it public. From what I saw, even though there was another person behind the scenes who ended up being Wizkid's main chick today. So I didn't think she was talking about Wizkid, but the internet likes to create their own story along the way. But she confirmed today on Breakfast Club that she wasn't talking about Wizkid. But she also said she said she would never love again, something like that. That's like saying I will no longer That's like saying I won't poop again. So I'm not even going to go far and say I won't knock again. Do you think Stuart Savage is going to stop knocking? Don't be like that. That's wickedness. But she did say she has gone 3 years before without knocking. And I say clap for yourself. But anyway, back to Sophia Momodu. We're talking about Sophia Momodu. So Sophia Momodu, she's the ex baby mother, and they're asking her again. They asked her, one guy asked her on Twitter somewhere, do I need to be silly rich to get to know you? Let me see. Did you guys give me a suggestion answer? Only Uncle Beno. Uncle Beno said, answer is you will be rich, I guess. She's talking about Wizkid. Don't believe her one bit. No, I'm telling you what I saw from the screen when that era was going on. Wizkid was actually trying to make that public. Wizkid wanted it to be public that they were together. So that story did not match that it was Wizkid, if you were following at that time. But anyway, so Sophia Momodu, right? The answer she gave is, I want to say no. I thought the answer was perfect, personally, anyway. See, I want to say no. However, my other Gemini twin just screamed, absolutely. So I'm just going to answer. No, I'm just not going to answer this question. So she says she's not going to answer the question. So I'm like, it'd be interesting to read. Since we've been talking about provider and not provider. By the way, Pastor Kingsley responded. His response today, in my opinion, I think he also delivered another response to all the dragging over the past few days on Men are not designed biblically to be providers. He gave an answer today. My conclusion about the answer, shout out to Pastor Kingsley. Explain, because no evidence. That's my conclusion to the answer. He doesn't need to explain himself. He can just continue his messaging. I think I've assumed that he's coming from a place, and it's probably impossible for me to get the full context of that message from a 2-minute clip. But people are saying men should provide. I agree. Men should continue to provide. I think life is already as fair as it's going to get. If you don't know how to play the game of life, that's literally on you. Okay. So now, since we're talking about provider and no provider, Sophia Momodu wants a rich guy. Well, she didn't say I want. She said I'm not going to answer the question. Okay. But she said the Gemini side of her, or the Gemini twin, is screaming no. So she's just not going to answer. So I thought, let's look at some of these comments. Somebody says Sophia seems to be the least loved celebrity baby mama on Nigerian social media platforms. Do y'all realize that you are just looking for this woman's trouble? She be doing her stuff on her snap, and then you bring it was on Snapchat, and then you bring it on here just to bash her. A lot of you are bitter for real. She wants what she wants. Someone says, Sophia, please just apologize to Queen Chioma. We Chivito fans don't joke with our own, especially, okay, that person is a jokester. Someone said, as a Gemini, absolutely yes. So yeah, you didn't disappoint. Okay. Women in general, they marry up. Okay. They date up. They are hypergamous. It is not something they decided. It is what it is. Okay. If it's not about money, it's about something like that, but they still want to be able to look up to you. All right. That's the bottom line. If you don't like it, yeah, most of them are probably going to tell you to hug a transformer, honestly. Sophia has moved on from David, but now no one. Okay, some people are just. Can we hear some comments on this? Just love our picture. Oh God, you've answered already on Real Housewives of Lagos. She did, huh? She wants a rich guy. She's such an intelligent woman. Oh my God, I love her so much. Even she blocked herself from my awesomeness. Hey, you don't get blocked. All right, so there's no need to. People like to make this about money. There's nothing in life, literally. It's not a decision. Just like trust is not a decision. Just like respect. You know, when people say respect is reciprocal, I look at you sideways when you say respect is reciprocal. Respect is earned. What that means is that it's leading in one way first before it's reciprocate. So when you say reciprocal, I know where you're coming from. You're looking for simultaneous respect from both sides. That's bare minimum. When you enter a relationship with another human being, they're going to test how far they can go with that power balance, or power imbalance, if you will, right? So instead of worrying about respect is reciprocal, you just do your own side and trust the process. It is going to be earned, either you like it or not. In the same token, right? Sorry about this. In the same token, you need to understand that women there's a lot of these things that we don't decide. It is what it is. This particular concept is not something we decide. Oh, just keep your eyes on the bag. No, it is not about the bag. You're supposed to keep your eyes on the bag. You know why? Because that's currency that you need to use to exchange goods and services. All right, that's just currency. Okay, I know it's so basic. You never expected it. You didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming. Sorry.
I never expected it.
It is so basic, it's stupid, simple, but our brain complicates everything because that's our way of protecting ourselves too. It is truly, I promise you, it is never about money itself. Okay? That's why me and you today, let me look at my wallet. There's a good chance there's no real cash in your wallet. I have $1 in my wallet. Is that all I've got? Let me see. No, that's not all I've got, obviously, but is that all I spent today? This $1 has been sitting here probably for a good 2 months. You know why? Because it's never about this stuff right here. It is never about that. It's about the value that you are exchanging back and forth with that currency. So if you want to talk about it's about money or apogamous, it's not about money. It's about lifestyle at the end of the day. That's what it comes down. It's about lifestyle. It's about security. Yes, financial security, but the main thing you need to pay attention to here is security. That's why you see that people that can provide financial security, people like Bill Gates and people like Jeff Bezos. I think Jeff Bezos is married now, right? The richest guys in the world, these are the people that can provide financial security. They cannot maintain a marriage. Because why? Because security was missing. They had finances, but security was missing. None of this stuff is about security. I just wanted to use this opportunity to kind of highlight that again. Okay, so this girl right here, she probably doesn't want your money, not just because she doesn't want your money, but she doesn't want you if you don't have money. Not just because she doesn't want you, because the idea that you don't have money threatens a sense of security. It doesn't matter what she says. The same thing is true for a man that goes to work or go look for a career or is choosing a career. At the end of the day, we're either choosing stability, flexibility, security, all these TTTTTs. None of them is about money when you really think deeper. Money is just a means to an end. But I'm going to leave that at that right there. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. We have one more story to cover. Yeah, I'll be right back.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.